After the decolonization process, the global south was happy, freedom, but now they understand that the global economy was crafted the way which left them with peanuts from the use of the natural resources which they inherited from God and history. Absolutely. I remember during the second Russia-Africa summit in 2003 in St. Petersburg, President Museveni of Uganda was giving statistics of the world coffee market. Mm-hmm. All in all, assessed at about 450 billion euros, of which Africans were left with 40, less than 10%, because their contribution was raw beans, harvested and sent for roasting, packaging, advertising. Germany alone was getting more from the world coffee market than all African countries together. What Trump is suggested is come back to normalcy, to stop this idiotic posture, which was, I think, which was a disgrace for the American role in the world affairs, let me put it this way. Yes, we discuss bilateral relations, starting with the normalization of the work, of the conditions in which our embassies work. Obama administration started throwing out diplomats. He stole 5 pieces of diplomatic property, which are still under arrest. When we speak about eliminating root causes of any conflict, including Ukrainian conflict, this is the only way to resolve the problem and to establish long-lasting peace. Remove root causes. President Trump was the first and so far, I think, almost the only one among the Western leaders who repeatedly, with conviction, several times stated that it was a huge mistake to pull Ukraine into NATO. And this is one of the root causes which we quoted so many times. They also mention now another thing which related to the root causes, namely territorial issue. We are not about territories. We are about people who live on these lands, whose ancestors lived there for centuries, who founded cities like Odessa, Catherine the Great, who built factories, who built roads, ports, and these people, by twist of history during the Soviet days, became not part of Russia, but part of Ukraine, because this was considered a consolidating factor to neutralize the ultra-radicals living in the western part of Ukraine when it joined the Soviet Union after the war. The people who live there, they are being deprived of all human rights. I think Ukraine is the only country on earth which is multinational and the language of one huge ethnic group is prohibited. So and if you read and listen to what the West is saying, EU, NATO, especially EU, human rights is on top of everything. When they discuss Venezuela, Russia, Serbia, Turkey, human rights, they never forget about human rights. Mm-hmm. Check what they're saying on the situation in Ukraine. They say Zelensky and his team defend European values.
Has there been any direct or indirect contact by the Ukrainian side here in Antalya?
Not to my knowledge. I came here to work.